The first edition of Vukuzenzele publication was launched in October 2005 in a magazine format. The aim was to introduce a regular publication to inform readers about economic and other opportunities created by government and how they could access such opportunities, as well as to raise awareness of government programs in general. We caught up with Deputy Director General for Content Processing and Dissemination, Harold Maloka, to retrace on the journey travelled since inception.
No, the publication actually started quite in 2005 in particular. It emanates from an environment where the people of South Africa have been saying to government that they want to receive information from government directly. And in that doing, it further went on when we checked our research that they want to receive it in a form that is unmediated communication, not having intermediary in between, and therefore ultimately a proposal was taken to Cabinet, where Cabinet said that we are very much happy if we were to establish our own publication that can be able to reach our people for wherever they are, to make sure that they are able to also receive information from government, not reliant on the commercial media. So its interest was to plug in on the gaps that people have, to make sure that those that live in the peri-urban areas, in rural areas, particularly those that are not active participants in the mainstream of our economy, have got access to government information directly that can help them to change their life.
To date, the newspaper boasts the largest print run within the newspaper industry, with a total of 162.25 million copies being printed. In 2011, Vukuzenzele changed from being a magazine produced every second month to a newspaper produced once a month.
We started with about a million copies of the magazine format. And we started distributing that through using different channels, using our provincial offices, using our bulk distribution, but also making sure that within government itself we create the champions of people who can talk to government content. And we're quite pleased in 2011 when the newspaper was converted into the magazine was converted into a newspaper, and we increased the print run from 1 million to 1.7 million copies.
The refreshed publication has a much cleaner design, short and precise stories, bolder headlines, and much clearer pictures.
We're quite excited right now to present the new, fresh look and feel of the newspaper. We're presenting a fresh, more reader-friendly, with open content, with shorter stories, straight to the point, with exciting pictures, with more exciting features that are in the newspaper. And we'll call on, including our own people in the organization, to go through the newspaper, give us feedback, so that we can be able to keep on improving, but be responsive to what people want. So as we speak right now, we also have our researchers that are going to find out on the ground, what do they think about the new look that we have introduced. The 100th edition is an exciting time, and I want to congratulate the people who came before me, who started the publication from scratch and see it through its evolution. And I'm hoping that we're also not disappointing them. We're introducing new features that they can also look forward to and also be proud of what we have done.
The publication also began advertising government positions in 2015.
We've now introduced a system where we started to attract what we call recruitment advertising. And when we started with the recruitment advertising, we had to also meet halfway the regulations of government that says that any recruitment advert must run for a maximum of 2 weeks, or a minimum of 2 weeks in the newspaper.
A lot of effort goes into making sure that Vukuzenzele is distributed in the rural areas where access to government information is scarce. In some instances, owed to its popularity and relevance, the current print run seems inadequate to keep up with the demands.
We received quite a number of feedback from people, and their responses have been quite overwhelming. They were quite excited, they're quite happy. We have very interesting stories where our own distributors get to be marked by people who really want this information, who say, I want my copy, but the mandate we give to our distributors is that put it where people live in their own houses.
Vukuzenzele is partially translated into all official languages including Braille, to ensure that readers receive government information in a language of their choice.
We've also seen one video interesting clip, which was a cell phone clip, where we have seen a gogo who, after our distributor put it in the mailbox, she immediately stood up and went straight to that newspaper to go and fetch it immediately. And you can see the zeal and the energy, and though she's old, in moving towards getting that particular copy of the newspaper.
The dawn of the technological era has not left Vukuzenzele behind. The magazine is also available electronically to ensure that it also reaches target audiences in line with the latest technological developments.
We are moving with the times. We're already onto the electronic platform. We're online. We also have a mobile app, and people are able to receive the newspaper. Immediately we sign it off and we send it for printing. You can get it on your cell phone, you can get it on your tablet, you can get it online. And that is available on Android, is available on Apple phones. So we're all over the place.
As a department, we are proud of what we have achieved through this publication over the years. We take pride in it as one of the mediums that we use to make government information accessible, which is our primary mandate. We have now come to the end of this insert. Remember to suggest topics for coverage by forwarding an email to internalcommunication@gcis.gov.za.